a fabled force of over 100 nationalities, fighting under one banner. And many of those are fighting for a fresh start.
I was very tired of the life I used to live, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
A new identity, to call themselves Legionnaire. Lost boys from across the world have flocked to their gates for centuries in search of adventure, fortune, and escape.
Legio Patria Nostra is a motto in the Foreign Legion. It's a Latin locution that means in French La Légion Notre Patrie, or en anglais the Legion or our country. It means that the new country for Legionnaire is not his ancient country. It's not the France, it's the Foreign Legion. It's a country inside the country with his own rules, his own codes. The Legionnaire serve the French army, of course, but for his everyday life, he serves the Legion.
A military brotherhood steeped in history and forged in combat. The French Foreign Legion has fought in campaigns from World War I to Afghanistan. The 3rd Foreign Infantry Regiment is the most decorated in the French Foreign Legion and are now based on the South American continent, over 4,000 miles from Paris. The Amazon rainforest of French Guiana is rich in gold, and Legionnaires are here to protect it. They've agreed to take me on a live mission in pursuit of those that seek the treasure for themselves. They'll show me how their rigorous training allows them to thrive in this environment when everything here seems to want you dead. A relic of France's colonial past, French Guiana sits on the South American continent and continues to be an integral part of France. It's administered as an overseas department, governed by French law and represented in French Parliament. The last referendum here saw 70% of the population reject a proposal for greater autonomy. So although there has been unrest in recent years, for the foreseeable future, it will remain French. Our first stop takes us to Kourou, the second largest city, home to the European Space Agency, and of course, the 3rd Foreign Infantry's regimental barracks. I'm here at Quartier Forget. This is the home of the 3e REI, which is the 3rd Foreign Infantry Regiment of the French Foreign Legion, here in beautiful French Guiana. We're here to follow 3 super exciting missions over the next 10 days. And yeah, I've been trying to get myself into this place for about 3 years now, so I'm finally here and I'm absolutely pumped. I'm sitting down with Chef du Corps, Lieutenant Colonel Jean-Pierre Royer, to find out who's here and why.
The battalion here is one of the battalions of the French Foreign Legion and has arrived in French Guiana in 1973. He has roughly 3 main missions. The strategic one is to protect the European and French Space Center, le Centre Spatial Guyanais. The second mission is to defend the sovereignty of France on this territory, on this French department, and to fight against illegal gold mining in the French Amazonian forest.
As we arrive, the 3rd Foreign Infantry are preparing to deploy on Titan.
« 17h, début de patrouille, jusqu'à demain à 21h32. D'accord? Surtout donc, le groupe motorisé, bien vérifier tous les pénétrants, okay, à l'aide des quads, tout ça. Si on doute, on fait tout de suite lever de doute. D'accord? Donc 22h47, lancement. On reste sur place jusqu'à 23h30, 23h30, Finex, si tout passe bien. C'est clair pour ça? Ok, vous connaissez votre mission. Donc, Cobre unité avec 2 quadres en tête, okay, suivi de moi-même, suivi des GBC, suivi des groupes aéros et Cobra unité alpha qui ferme la marche avec P4 2 quadres. C'est clair pour ça? Donc là maintenant, embarquement, on se met déjà dans le dispositif que je viens de donner, ok, prêt à partir. C'est bon? Allez, go!
I've filmed plenty of training exercises, But this is a real mission with real threats and real ammunition.
The area of the Space Center is 700 hectares, so it's a huge place. Titan is a joint military operation to protect the Space Center during the launch of different types of rockets here in French Guiana that combined the effects of the French Navy, French Air Force and French Army to control the area of the Space Center to protect the launch of a rocket.
With up to 40 launches of various rockets each year, it definitely keeps the Legion busy. And if all goes to plan, I'll get to witness firsthand a new satellite propelled into space. On this occasion, however, it just wasn't meant to be. At the last minute, a technical fault means the rocket launch is delayed and the Legionnaires are stood down. Unfortunately, we can't hang around. Before stepping out into the rainforest, where we could come face to face with armed gangs, I want to see where the Legion's jungle warriors are formed. I'm heading south to an outpost known as the CEFE, which translates as the Centre for Training in the Equatorial Forest. It's a rite of passage for Legionnaires wishing to join the 3rd Foreign Infantry, and home to the infamous Stage Jaguar, a grueling 8-week course claimed to be one of the hardest jungle courses in the world.
So the CEFE is in French the Centre d'entraînement forêt équatoriale. It's a jungle warfare training center. His main mission is to form the legionnaires and international soldiers in hardening and combat in jungle equatorial forest.
We're met by Quentin, a French Foreign Legion captain and the current chef du centre. He's in charge here, and the first thing he wants to show me is the on-site zoo.
Ok, ça marche. Bon allez, bonne récupération. Yeah, so we are in the zoo of the CEFE. The zoo of the CEFE is one of the best ways to learn the trainees what kind of species they can find in the forest. We ask the instruction on huntable species or dangerous species. And the trainees have to do the distinction between what is dangerous for them and what is huntable or eatable. Okay?
Just as we're about to start filming, the heavens open up. It's a stark reminder of how quick conditions can change out here, and how difficult and unpredictable this environment is for soldiering. French Guiana sees up to 3,000 millimeters of rainfall each year, making it one of the wettest countries on Earth.
All of your action during the mission is conditioned by the water. You need water to drink. You have water with the rain on your face all the day. You have water when you have to cross the river, so all your stuff is totally wet every day and every hour of the day. It's one of the main features for the tactical environment. And also the vegetation. But with the vegetation, it's your enemy, but it's also your closest friend when you have to survive. Because if you know the techniques to survive in forest, you can use the vegetation to sleep, you can use the vegetation to hunt, to fish, and to live in a good way if you know the good techniques. So that's our mission here, learn the good techniques to survive with the vegetation, the water, the mud, the sun, the rain, the forest.
We decide to press on in the rain to get a glimpse of what might be lurking in the forest ahead.
Here is the Amazonian boa.
He's very aggressive. It's the same kind like the two others. Very, very aggressive.
He's the most dangerous predator in the equatorial forest.
The following day, we're invited down to the training area to witness some Legionnaires get a beasting. This will be my first real insight into what it takes to be a Legionnaire.
In the CEFE, we put the soldiers in the difficulty to be able to realize their mission in the most difficult conditions. Because if you are able to command in the physiological and psychological difficulties, you are able to command in any conditions.
So we're here right in the heart of the CEFE. This really is where people come to get tested to their absolute limits. The Legionnaires behind me are just doing a quick warm-up, and they're going to hit the pistolien, which is a high ropes course. So their instructor now is getting them nice and warmed up, and they're about to enter the Thunderdome, basically.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ça va! 6, 7, 8, 9, ça va!
Selva is one of the most famous words for the Troisième REI. This word usually means forest in Portuguese language. They picked this word from Brazil, selva. That means yes, no, I agree, I disagree, I will do it, I don't want to do it. It means all of that, but with two soldiers who are formed in the jungle warfare, they perfectly know what it means in every circumstances. So we say selva at the end of a physical effort, for instance, because we are in the jungle, we are together in the jungle, and selva. Okay, it's the main word of in the jungle.
8, 9, ça va! Debout. S'il te plaît, décontractez les bras. Ok, sergent. Direction pistolienne, c'est bon? C'est sûr. Top. Allez, 4 minutes, vous êtes en haut là-bas. Top, c'est parti! Allez, en avant, montez!
Ok, c'est une piste aérienne et on ne touche pas le sol. Je me mets sur le corde comme ça et là je passe les bras. Bon, je me lève, je trouve l'équilibre et là je m'installe sur la corde. C'est bon? Pied, le crochet, genou fléchi, une jambe pendue et la direction du marche. C'est bon? Regardez, et je respire. Je cherche loin, je pousse. C'est bon? Je cherche, je pousse. Je cherche, je pousse. Hop! C'est bon? Jusqu'à maintenant? Avez-vous des questions? Je regarde au plus loin et je saute. C'est bon? Et voilà, j'ai gagné au moins 10 secondes. C'est bon?
C'est quoi que vous cherchez des légionnaires là?
Il faut qu'il se dépasse ici quand il arrive sur la piste. On lui montre les techniques, on donne les moyens, les outils nécessaires. Donc quand il faut arriver ici sur une piste comme la pistolienne, il ne faut pas réfléchir, il faut se dépasser, il faut aller à fond. Il faut, dès le départ, il faut mettre le cerveau en off, regarder vers l'avant et en avant. Parce qu'ici, il commence à réfléchir, il commence à mettre dans la tête qu'il est fatigué, il ne va pas réussir, il va arriver phytoxé à la fin et après il va avoir un chrono de merde. Donc ce qu'on cherche, c'est que les légionnaires, quand il arrive ici, il se dépasse. Il faut connaître, il faut dépasser ses limites. Voilà, c'est l'objectif qu'on cherche ici.
After getting some pointers from the instructors, it's go time. It's a battle against time, the obstacles, and each other. If you fall, you start again. If you touch the floor, you start again. And if the legionnaire behind you catches you, you start again.
Allez, cherche loin, respire. Saute. Allez. Sprint, allez.
Serve!
Allez, glisse. Allez, sprint.
The first few legionnaires complete the course without incident. But Corporal Proller, originally from Nepal, is beginning to fall behind.
Vous rattrapez le camarade, il s'arrête et vous dépassez. Allez, c'est votre chrono qui est en jeu là. Allez en avant, glisse ta jambe droite. Pousse bien, parce que quand tu vas arriver en haut, tu vas être phytoxé. Allez, pousse. Modèle, il va t'attraper, hein, tu vas descendre.
At the final hurdle, he slips, and his mistake costs him dearly.
Passe rapidement.
Attrape,
Allez, c'est parti. Balance les jambes. Voilà, c'est bien. Allez, c'est parti. Touche. Te toucher là. C'est parti, touche. Allez, descends. Allez, avance.
It's back to the start.
Avance, avance, avance là-bas.
I'm beginning to understand why this place is known as the Green Hell.
Et l'échec, ce n'est pas acceptable, hein. Ce n'est pas acceptable de faire un échec sur la piste à liane. Un légionnaire, il ne fait pas jamais échec. Allez.
Il n'y a pas de choix, il n'y a pas de choix. Ça va faire mal. Ça fait mal à tout le monde. C'est comme ça. Allez, on lâche pas. Allez-y.
Allez.
Allez-y, voilà. On est petit. Allez, pousse. Allez, cherche plus loin. On respire. Il faut respirer. Et on pousse avec les jambes. C'est bien. On fait pareil. Allez, encore. Hop, c'est très bien. Voilà. Tu es légionnaire. Toi, tu ne vas pas lâcher. On lâche pas. Ça fait mal. C'est comme ça. C'est très bien. Encore. On respire. Encore. C'est bien. Ici, il faut dépasser les limites. Avance.
Concentre-toi.
Respire.
L'objectif, c'est la plateforme. Il n'y a pas d'abandon ici. C'est jusqu'au bout à tout prix. Allez, c'est parti.
Cheat et pousse avec les jambes. C'est bien. Encore une fois. Allez.
Allez.
Et ça, voilà. Il faut juste répéter les mouvements maintenant. On répète les mouvements. On répète.
Vous savez qu'est-ce qu'on dit sur Richemont, non? En avant, toujours en avant. Allez, c'est parti.
Il ne faut pas accepter la faiblesse. Il ne faut pas accepter la fatigue. On n'accepte pas ça. On est toujours capable. Allez, encore. Allez. Voilà. La même chose. Gardez l'équilibre. Restez concentrés. Tirez la corde. Allez. Tirez-moi cette putain de corde. Allez, il pousse avec les jambes. Allez. Voilà, c'est bien. Allez, il faut se calmer. Allez. Pousse la corde. On y va. Allez, encore. Non. Allez.
Voilà.
Ne laissez pas tomber. Allez, ne lâche pas.
C'est bien. Lâche pas là-bas.
Ne lâche pas. Allez, encore. Attrape. Il faut tirer. Allez. Hop. Allez, on y va. C'est bien. On y va encore. Allez. La même chose, pareil. Traction.
Tire sur la plateforme.
C'est bien. Il ne faut pas réfléchir. Ouf. Mettez des coups. Sautez.
I was blown away by his mental strength to keep going, and I was about to get my own reminder of how difficult these conditions are.
Piste pleine terminée, 3 essais. Objet instructeur.
Objet d'échec.
3.
Quel obstacle? Non, t'as fait 3 essais. Au 3e essai, t'as réussi. Ça veut dire que t'as pas fait échec obstacle. C'est bon? T'as le droit à 3 essais sous l'obstacle. Donc là, au 3e essai, t'as réussi. Tu sais pourquoi t'as pas réussi avant? Parce que voilà, t'étais pas en état de fatigue, t'étais pas concentré. Là, t'es en état de fatigue, t'es concentré. Et c'est là où on peut se donner, quoi. C'est quand on imagine qu'on peut pas et c'est là où on peut y aller. C'est en avant, toujours en avant ici. On est d'accord? Oui, ouais, par contre, à cause de ces essais, tu as fait un chrono de merde. 12,54. Prochain déroulé. Là, maintenant, tu connais la piste. C'est en avant. Allez, va boire de l'eau.
Félicitations.
Ça va.
Allez, bon coup là.
Ça va, mec? C'était dur?
Ça va, au début, ça a été mais presque. J'ai perdu l'équilibre. Après, en avant, toujours en avant.
Mais ça se voit, les légionnaires, ils s'arrêtent jamais, c'est ça?
Ah oui, c'est ça le devise de 3e rayon.
Ouais.
En avant, toujours en avant, donc il ne faut pas penser trop. Droit au but.
Ça te fait du bien d'avoir réussi après 3 essais?
Oui, ça augmente le moral. Pour les motivations, les amis, les collègues ils disent. Ça donne un peu de courage pour avancer. Ça va. Je suis content que j'ai réussi à la fin. Ça va.
Bravo.
Merci.
I think the Legionnaire is the most interesting man, I think, because he's very honest. He will tell you what he thinks, what he deeply thinks, and he's also able to do everything you want him to do. Okay. The spirit of the Legion is we have to serve in respect of some rules which are more strict than the rest of the army, for instance. And we serve a global collective spirit in the Legion. What is this collective spirit? Is we have to unite hundreds of people who come from all over the world. So you have to be very strict to command them, but you have also to be very kindful to provide them some structure, some way of life that they have a structure in their life they did not find in the past. I think the best quality of a legionnaire is to do the mission to the end. Okay, it's one of the main quality, I think. Everything you tell to a legionnaire, he will do to the end.
It's a brotherhood, there's no doubt, where diversity is its strength and pain and suffering is second place to honour. It's almost time for us to step out into the rainforest. This next phase is the real deal, a live mission where the stakes could not be higher. In 2023, a gendarme was killed during a confrontation with mining gangs on this mission. Add to this spiders, snakes, alligators, piranhas, heat, humidity, and even jaguars that could all rear their heads at any moment. We need to be focused, and following the Legionnaires' every move is the best chance of making it out unharmed.
They probably spent more than 200 days per year in the forest, and very often for more than 6 weeks. So it's a very tough mission, very difficult for the Legionnaire, but I think that they are very proud and to serve here in this very difficult environment.
Bon vocage. Merci, ouais, j'espère que ça va bien se passer. Mais c'est cool, merci de nous avoir conduits. We've just been picked up by the Legionnaires and we're in a pirogue, which is essentially a motorised canoe. And this is the main vehicle that the Legion used to get in, out and around the rainforest here.
Covering an area the size of Switzerland, Harpy is not for the faint-hearted. We're heading deep into the rainforest to the Legion's forward operating base, almost 50 kilometres from the nearest road. Gold deposits wrap around almost half the country, an area affectionately known by the French as the croissant of gold. We eventually made it to the camp, and you could be forgiven for thinking you'd just arrived in Neverland.
Looks like the place the homeless, but it's very cool, you know, very nice.
It's good to stay,
Inside,
yeah? Yeah, it looks nice, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Homie. Oh, seriously.
We'll spend the night here before heading out on a 3-day patrol in search of gold miners.
Merci, hein. C'est cool le petit badge que vous avez là.
Ouais, ça va.
Sergeant Chef Andrew, originally from Madagascar, is the man in charge here.
Donc je vais vous montrer là où vous allez vous mettre.
Ouais,
je vois après on prendra les sacs.
Andrew's just going to show us where we're staying tonight.
Donc ici c'est là où on mange, on va dire une petite zone de convivialité. Hein.
Ouais. Vous avez un bar?
Un bar? Ouais. On vous attendait pour nous ramener des choses pour le bar. Alors.
Ah ouais, non, on n'a pas réussi.
Du coup, vous allez vous mettre ici.
Ouais, ça marche. Parfait. C'est vraiment cool. Hein, merci. Andrew's just explaining, obviously we're sleeping here, where we're going to put our hammock shortly. Toilets are up here, which leave a little to be desired from what I'm told, and then bins and stuff up this way. So this is it. Chez vous?
Ça fait la 5e semaine.
Ouais.
Là. Bon, ça va, c'est quand même assez long, mais après il faut bouger parce que sinon c'est vite fait fatigant.
Et vous en avez vu des orpailleurs récemment?
Non, pas récemment, mais il y a 2 semaines.
2 semaines, vous en avez vu?
Il y a beaucoup aussi de facteurs chance pour les trouver parce que eux aussi ils ont des yeux partout.
Ouais.
Ils mettent pas mal de gens qui observent, voilà, les militaires ils bougent et du coup pour les avoir.
Ouais, en plus c'est tellement grand.
Oui, c'est grand. Mais il faut vraiment du temps pour voir tous les îlets possibles. Facilement, il y a quoi, des milliers d'îlets ici. C'est vraiment c'est laborieux, mais ça va, le travail, il paye quand même.
C'est vrai. Bon, bah merci.
De rien.
Andre's just saying it's a really hard job finding these gold panels. Obviously the area is so big. And he's saying that they've got eyes everywhere as well, so it's this constant battle against each other. But the last time they came across some was about 2 weeks ago, so you know it's about 50-50 whether we're going to see some.
This may well be my new favourite place. Everyone's just cracking on. Jungle gym, fishing, cooking, swimming. It's so remote that resupplies come from the air.
C'est parti pour le repas.
Oh kurva, attends. Oui, putain, il est parti là.
I wanted to find out what it is that brings men from across the world to the Legion and this small corner of tranquility. I caught up with Marek, the guy who drove us here in the pirogue. Originally from Poland, he'd spent time in Ireland before dropping everything to join the Legion.
I know yourself, like I was very tired of the life I used to live, like, you know what I'm saying, like every day same, like, you know, sick of the people, you know. With the Legion you just travel a lot, you know. It's not every day like sweet. You have to be tough, you know. You have to be mentally, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, you have to respect the others, and don't forget what gave you, like, you know. Some people, they just coming from nothing, like, you know, they start from zero, like zero. That in few years with the Legion, they buy the house, you know, they make the life a bit better, you know. Me myself, I was in Ireland. It was up and down, you know what I'm saying. So I'm very happy, you know. And the day it's like it's all good.
Et pour demain, on part à quelle heure?
À 6h30, on part d'ici et on va direction des grades Petit Saut.
On va en trouver, tu penses?
Normalement, oui. Si tout va bien. Ça dépend de la chance que vous nous ramenez.
By the time dinner rolls around, I'm a hungry boy.
For the place, like a €50, man.
Yeah, 100%. This is epic, man. Thank you so much.
On the menu is freshly caught fish and the exchange of late night stories. It's one of those experiences that money just can't buy, and I promised myself one thing. I'll remember this day. Just before bed, a final reminder. Not everything here is so friendly.
Vous voyez le saranier qui habite dans les bananes?
Oui.
Ça augmente l'adrénaline dans le corps.
Oui.
Après, ça baisse d'un seul coup, ça fait un arrêt cardiaque. Oui. Bon, ça dépend des gens, mais la plupart du temps, c'est dangereux.
We're up early and back onto the pirogue. Legionnaires don't have the authority to make arrests here, so on each mission they're joined by gendarmes, French policemen with military training, who do have jurisdiction to apprehend suspects. We then head to an area known as Le Petit Saut. Andre has intel that there's been activity in the area.
Donc Da Silva, tu partiras avec Sanchez, Balkan, avec un gendarme. Okay. C'est bon. Donc le premier point de rendez-vous, ici il y a un car B, j'ai marqué ici là. Donc c'est le point de rendez-vous. Nous on sera là-bas, on vous attendra là-bas. On peut y aller doucement.
We have two different types of people inside the forest. We have the poor guy trying to find gold, who is normally not violent, but we have also another population, which is the population of logisticians, people who are going to bring the means to dig, to find gold inside the forest. And these people can be very violent, and very often There can be a confrontation and use of weapons.
We hit the trail, and it's not long before Mother Nature bares her teeth for the first time. First, the rain starts. And then Shyam, our camera assistant, grabs a needle-laden branch while pulling himself through the forest.
It's just another Wednesday, you know, for me. And this is actually just the beginning of the journey. Ça va être compliqué, on va s'infecter. Après, on va continuer.
Again.
Okay.
When we get back.
Yeah, okay. On va s'infecter.
Oh, watch your head, watch your head, watch your head.
Ouais.
Oh. Merci, merci.
It's not long till we start seeing artifacts of old mining sites strewn across the ground. It feels like we could be getting closer.
André, c'est quoi qu'on voit là?
Ça c'est un site en fait, c'est ça qu'est-ce qu'ils font à la forêt, là où ils passent, là ils ont quitté il n'y a pas longtemps sûrement, il y a les restes, ils épuisent le sol et après ils changent de position. Ou aussi parce qu'ils savent qu'on vient et ils arrêtent tout et ils se cachent avec les motopompes, etc.
And suddenly, Sanchez thinks he spotted some movement in the distance.
So we're just making our way up this really steep hill now. Hopefully you're going to come across some illegal gold planners.
Je vais voir de l'autre côté. Là, on a vu un orpailleur qui est passé, sûrement une sonnette qui a quitté sa position pour aller rentrer chez lui. Ils ont vu l'autre équipe qui est partie là.
This time, they've got away.
Je pense qu'il venait d'ici et il allait dans cette direction.
Ouais.
Et vu qu'il nous a vus, et ben, il s'est caché dans les bois et il nous a vu passer. Après, il est ressorti et il est parti dans l'autre sens.
Ouais.
Yeah, a bit of movement there. We were in our camp, just having a moment, take on some water, and a gold panner basically came right across our track. He was about 15-20 meters from where we were sat. So what they think's happened is that the other stick of Legionnaires who have already came across their position have obviously spooked them. A few of them have got away, and he's been kind of making his exit past here. He was not expecting us to be in the area at all, and Guillaume the gendarme spotted him, and we've just took off on foot after him. But you can tell how at ease they are in the forest. Like the Legionnaires are very well adapted and they've got all the right kit, but these guys are often barefoot, shirtless, and they're just making their way through the jungle. They know it like the back of their hands, so it's a really difficult task to get hold of them.
Once again, we split into two groups. After another excruciating slog through the heat and humidity, finally some news comes through the radio. The other stick have finally found what they were looking for.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe, André?
Donc l'équipe qui était au sud, comme prévu, sont tombés sur une zone de travail et puis un campement.
On a trouvé Une zone de vie des garimperos avec deux chantiers de travail.
Ouais, ils étaient combien?
Il y a exactement 4 hommes et 2 femmes.
4 hommes et 2 femmes.
À ce qu'il paraît, il y a d'autres qui sont partis en cours.
Et ils étaient en plein travail quand vous êtes arrivés?
Non, c'était dans la zone de vie, c'est reposé un peu.
Ah ok. Alors on va faire quoi maintenant?
Là tout de suite, on va attendre 2 minutes, sac à dos, et on va se déplacer jusqu'à cet endroit.
C'est à combien de kilomètres?
C'est juste à côté, environ 2 km.
Yeah, we've just heard from the other stick that they've came across the camp. A few guys ran away, but they've got hold of 4 guys and there's 2 women there as well. So now we're just making our way over to that camp, which is about 2 kilometers away. And, yeah, the sun has just really come out. It's absolutely burning. So just behind me now, the gendarme, and with the help of a Legionnaire translator, are just taking the details of the gold pannas that they've found. It's likely they won't be arrested, they'll just have their details taken and be sent on their way. But you can imagine it's a massive hiccup in their operation because everything here is going to get destroyed eventually. And then the other Legionnaires have just punched out into the area surrounding this. They're looking for the actual place where they're extracting gold from the rivers and from the earth. So we'll potentially catch up with them in a bit, but for the time being, there's 6 or 7 very disappointed gold pannas through there. We're going to keep our distance and just give them a bit of respect, but we found them.
The gendarmes process the detainees, while the leader is taken out into the surrounding area to show Legionnaires where they've hidden their machinery. First comes a generator. Then a fridge.
Il faut leur dire ça, c'est parce que nous on a cherché, c'est pas que eux qui les ont dit. Nous on veut que eux ils nous disent c'est où est-ce qu'ils ont caché.
Non, t'as pas été pour qu'ils disent, il faut être caché. Il faut qu'ils donnent l'information.
Là en fait on est en train de tout réunir pour détruire tous les éléments qui servent pour l'orpaillage illégal. Sûrement quelqu'un les a déjà prévenus de notre arrivée. C'est possible parce que voilà, on est arrivé aussi quand même en plein jour, mais quand même ça va. On a pu récupérer pas mal de matériel. On peut positiver la journée dans ce sens-là, mais c'est pas. Nous on le fait sans passion et sans haine. Merci. Un par un, il récupère un mat et de quoi un petit peu manger.
Et quand la caqui, et tu mets tout ici, après là-bas
c'est là-bas qu'on ramène les choses.
Non, pour eux, on rassemble ici.
Oui, ils rassemblent ici. Oui. Donc un par un, il faut qu'on les suive. Un par un, ils récupèrent leurs affaires rapidement.
The suspects haven't been found with the smoking gun needed to make an arrest, so this time they'll be sent on their way. All they can do now is watch on as their camp is destroyed, piece by piece. I'm grateful to Andrei and his men for bringing me into their world. They've shown me what it means to be a Legionnaire and kept us safe in the green hell. It's a wild environment to operate in, whether you're a Legionnaire or otherwise. Ultimately, we're all but guests of the forest, and it's beginning to feel like we've overstayed our welcome. We didn't find gold, but we did find the people who spend their lives locked in a game of cat and mouse with the French Foreign Legion. And as long as there is gold here, I'm sure they'll find a way back. And when they do, they can be sure that Legionnaires will be here to meet them. It's been a rare glimpse into a brotherhood shrouded in mystery, and something that I've dreamt of seeing for myself for a long time. The French Foreign Legion is like no other military unit in the world, and as we make our way back to civilization, as someone who yearns for adventure, I can't help but wonder, even just for a second, if they'd ever have any use for someone like me. Probably not. C'est la vie, as they say in France.